taking on last year's national champions, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoffs.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Working the big fella to the corner. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mustangs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
UConn quick to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Wide open space. Touchdown, Huskies. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Working that wide receiver screen. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Rasmussen. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And some room to work. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now from inside the red zone. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, UConn!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to...
Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback sneaks ahead. The sneak scores it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Recent years, fellas, Georgia has kind of had the upper hand in its rivalry with Georgia Tech, but this one is always spirited. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today, en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eat.
There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It's complete. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy is in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Looking for the time with the extra point. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
UConn going back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And the Huskies will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Quick completion on the out route. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This has simply been a special year for this guy. It's one he's going to look back on with so many fond memories. With that last completion, he has now surpassed 5,000 yards passing on the year.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The play action fake. Floating away. The short hands. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Bringing the heat. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Trying to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants it all. And he will score. Touchdown, UConn.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Caught near the sticks. It's Manning. Speeding down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU!
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15. UConn quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Catch in the middle, it's Barney. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Husky. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by 11 to Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defense.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got him downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking for the score. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw. Here's a hit. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And back to the air on second down. Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. A shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Finds a little bit of space, gets free to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Buys a little extra time. Trying to find his man in the middle. It's caught. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you could take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Owens. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, SMU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UConn offense goes back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The run from the shotgun. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it fourth and short from the 45. They'll run the sneak for it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The offense has a chance. Now one possession in the fourth. To the air, it's Reed. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. UConn quick to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll take a shot. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down, they're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays.
Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The inside handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
The give is to Williams. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This to jump into the lead in the final minute. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. UConn quick to the line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. They get to him as he throws. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth.